we literally had peanuts to try and make it. So all you had to, all we had was trust, love, and a drive to help tell this man's story and tell our people's story. So there's no bit greater honor than representing your people, having a chance to come back home and not play anything else, not play a different ethnicity, but play yourself.
I understand that you were in an audience where you heard a choir perform very similar to what was in your film, and that really inspired you to create this story of Tinā. I would love to know for you, what is your background in terms of like music and, being in a choir and being able to kind of work around those parameters? Because you did it so well. Because if you tell me that you have no experience, I'm going to be so surprised.
That's why you hire people who are good at music. When you don't have any experience, you just hire them and they do all the work for you. Yes, it was inspired by a real choir, Correlation Choir. I saw a YouTube video clip and was just moved by that. My experience is I'm Samoan, and so we grow up in church. And so it's just in our DNA, it's in our being to sing choir songs, listen to all that old Samoan music. So it's like it's ingrained in the DNA.
Uh, Anapela, oh my gosh, you are known for bringing so much depth and mana to your performances. How did you channel that into your role here? I imagine that it's very natural for Moretta.
So I'm just pretty much reflecting them, emulating how I've been raised really as an islander, and also with women, strong women at the fore of how they run their families. And that's pretty much all I know. So with Moretta, she is that way. And it's beautiful because, with different women, they all come over, they come up to you and they go, we absolutely relate to her. That's me, that's my mom, so it's a thing.
Well, as a mom and as a daughter who had a mom who was also very active in her church, played piano, and having lost her recently, your performance was so moving that uh, I all the accolades. All I can say. Um, Antonia, this is a big role for you. And Sophie is going through, some trauma of her own and trying to, figure out who she is in this place. I would love to know what sort of unexpected lesson did you learn from playing her?
Some of the experiences that I'd had the couple years before were really reflected in Sophie. And so I felt really honored to play her. And actually, I think I had this perception that it would be not easy, but really natural, and that I could just draw from my experience. But though that was true, there was also an element of something that I hadn't considered, in that it can be really hard to get out of that at the end of the day, and to leave set and to leave a full-on month of filming not feeling really weighed down by bringing up your own past experiences and trying to speak truth into a character who is really struggling. So that was a big lesson to go, actually, I can't just rock up to set, do my thing, rock home and say I'm totally fine. There is emotional prep that I need to do. And I've, learned that lesson.
I've seen you in past movies as well, but this film is really deeply rooted in, New Zealand Samoan history. It's a story. So, what did it mean for you to be able to kind of come home to this project?
I said this many a times. It is top, the top project I've ever done in my career. And heaps of actors say that, but I really mean this because we literally had peanuts to try and make it. So all we had was trust, love, and a drive to help tell this man's story and tell our people's story. So there's no bit greater honor than representing your people, having a chance to come back home and not play anything else, not play a different ethnicity, but play yourself. Have characters that reflect people in your life. So I mean, it means the world to me because I don't think I'll ever give it. Hopefully, we get an opportunity like this again in the future. But I know to cherish this moment and not take it for granted. Look, having done all the things that I've been able to do. So yeah.
I would love to know, Miki, how does it feel? This little project that I know it's taken years for you to kind of get off the ground, and you bring it out into the world, and it's being recognized not only from your home country, but like at these film festivals. It's kind of like a little bit of a baby, I would imagine. Uh, is hearing the accolades and the response, like, how are you feeling with that?
It's pretty cool to have something so. I mean, there's working on it for such a long time. I don't mind that part of it, but just to have the people that you love and care about working alongside you and giving their all and giving their ideas and their time to it. And then creating this thing together is no longer just yours. It belongs to all of you. And so a part of my gratification for all of the lovely response that we've been given is that it allows us all to celebrate in the moment together, that we all worked hard to get there together. And so it's just lovely to be able to see, hear, and feel the reactions, knowing that your family and your friends are along there with you during that ride. So been just so cool.
What's one small little detail, like in your performance, maybe like a gesture or an expression or a choice that you made, that maybe wasn't on the page, that you really kind of hope gravitated towards audiences and that they noticed?
I mean, it's a difficult one because often you can read. Okay, so once again, being a Samoan, you can read your mum's eyes. And I think that just comes naturally, you know what I mean? When they are not happy, it's in their eyes. And could be a tiny, right? It could be a little squint. It could be a tiny bit of a movement in the mouth.
Trauma.
Tiny. Yeah. Tiny. And it's enough to send you to go and clean the entire house plus the bathroom, take out all the rubbish. You know what I mean? And I think it's those little things. It's just it's ingrained. But of our island women specifically, that's the things that people note. They go, we know that look, and I just go, oh yeah, the look of death. Yeah, we know that look too. But yeah,
I'm laughing because I get it.
Yeah, I know. I know you
When
get it from that laugh.
I'm Filipino, so when I saw her pick up the slipper,
Yeah, you know.
I all of the very small details. I'm almost out of time. I literally could keep talking to you guys because I really enjoyed this film. But if each of you could, if you could finish this sentence, and we will end on that. Um, if you could uh, describe Tinā in one word, what would that be? Miki, we'll start with you and then we'll end with Beulah.
Family is my one.
yeah. Mother.
Timeless.
Teachers.
Mm.